Welcome back, everybody, to Road to Challenger Episode 2. This game is a doozy, so make sure you get your snacks ready. It's a 40-minute banger. So in my Road to Challenger series, if you don't know what it is, it's me VOD reviewing some games that I play off-stream, so never seen before. Content, we're going for an invade here. But yeah, in this game, I'm really going to be looking for a lot of stuff in the mid to late game, so make sure you're watching some of that, because honestly, this game went a long time, and I'm sure there's something I could have done to shorten the length down and find picks. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. But anyways, let's get on to the VOD review. So right now we are invading as a team. And as I come around this corner here, I'm going to place a ward in that bush to make sure that no one there saw our invade. And as my Swain is going down, I'm going to try and go cut off, because if we find anyone here and they come up, I want to cut off the escape path. See, I cut off Ezreal's escape path and we find a free kill. I wait to ignite into the last second and he ends up wasting his flash. Or was that an E? Someone pings flash. I think he might have just took E and used E, but anyways. So I come into lane pretending to be Swain, because why not? It's better to just add some confusion, even though they'll know pretty quick. Still, I wasn't sure if he was going to get that CS or not, so it's kind of hard to play versus Zillion here, level 1. Usually I'd be looking for some Q poke, but I have E, and it's like, I find I miss a lot of E's level 1. So I'm like trying not to throw it, because if I throw it, then they can just run up and push me off the wave. But Swain lands a nice E and I'm able to pressure. For some reason, their Zillion here is autoing. So one thing you need to learn here is a big tip is as Zillion comes into auto, if we take a look right now at the minions, he's autoing here, which means all of these minions, these range minions, that all three of these minions together do as much damage as me, right? So it's like basically if I start autoing, it's like we're 2v1ing the Zillion. So I don't know what Zillion's doing here, but I'm like, okay, I'll just auto you and chase you down because you just autoed in the wave. Sometimes if you're wondering how you lose so much damage when you go into like a big trade and the enemy does basically nothing and you like lose the trade, you're probably autoing the enemy in the minion wave. Okay, so we're just chilling. I think the early of this lane goes a bit, you know, uneventful. So I'm going to speed it up a bit because we're just kind of chilling right now. I'm walking up. I'm trying to create space for my ADC. I don't know how that root didn't hit. I remember when I threw it, I was like, come on. But yeah, I'm trying to walk up and create space for my Swain to play, because if I stand back, they're going to come over and take over space. So I'm just trying to, as best as I can, walk forwards as much as I can and just try to get pressure and look for whatever poke I can. Right now I throw a root and I auto attack, and I'm just going to keep, again, just keep auto-attacking him. There's no reason for me to run. What's a level 2 Zillion with already his bomb down and he used the speed boost? What's he going to do to me, right? So Ezreal misses Qs, so I'm just chilling. I'm walking up looking for a root onto Zillion. I miss. I throw a Q and I back up, trying to play in the bush out of vision, and my ADC hits one again, and I'm instantly walking up and auto-attacking Ezreal. Just never stop autoing. And E-Flash for the kill, the electrocute, me hovering my electrocute there. That's why I like Electrocute. People are like, why don't you like Comet? It's like, well, I've done 92 damage with Electrocute, which is pretty similar to what I would have done with Comet by this point. And right there, if I had Comet, we probably don't get a kill. So I like Electrocute. I think it's a more consistent. I help my ADC by shove the wave by throwing my abilities, and then I instantly start to recall because I want to get tempo to see if I can make a play somewhere. If I remember correctly, at this point, I think I'm like going to be very hesitant, not knowing what I want to do. So my top laner is getting jumped on, right? And I'm thinking, okay, the top wave, if we look at our jump map right now, Jarvan is down here at bot, and it looks like on the minimap that the wave is frozen towards Vayne, aka my top laner is giga screwed because Vayne's freezing, the jungler is not there, Nidalee's top side, he's probably going to get screwed. So I'm thinking here that I kind of want to go help him break the freeze, but I get a bit hesitant to know what to do because he's like recalling. I'm like, oh, he's recalling, what do I do? But then I look at the wave, I'm like, oh, dude, this guy's so screwed. If Nidalee's still there, he's going to die. Okay, you know what? Swain is like the kind of champion that likes to 1v2. Ezreal Zillion's not the type of lane that can really punish that hard, so let's go look for a little play top to help my top laner break this freeze. So that's what I do. And to be honest, what's about to happen here, spoilers, are pretty tragic, but I mean, overall, it still was really good for me to be up here and everything was still end up worth, but look how patiently I'm playing it. I'm just waiting for my top laner. My top laner does a really good job of baiting. And then, no! She stops moving right when I throw my root and I miss, but I still get her flash, still good. And now I'm just like, okay, I need to get towards my my thing. So again, it's good we got the Vayne flash. We broke the freeze for our top laner. And now we're walking. To be honest, I kind of screwed over my jungler. I walked over the vision and he was going to gank mid. But I get a deep ward with my control ward here to maybe somewhere that's not very checked very often. So I'm like, yeah, it probably last a while there. Maybe give us some good vision. It's not like the best spot, but pretty good. Now I'm heading bot. So by the way, let me know in the comments this is my second episode. The first episode I did a regular VOD review from like a League replay. This one I recorded my game so that you guys can see like my first person. Which one do you guys prefer? I think the camera controls are better than the other one. I'm still learning how to speed things up and like control this, but yeah, let me know below which one you prefer, because whichever one gets the most comments on what they prefer is the one I'll probably end up doing from now on. So if you really like this way better, let me know. And if you really like the old VOD review way better, let me know, because honestly, the comments of this video are probably going to dictate which one I lean towards. So I'm trying to turn into a minion here, see if I can find some sort of a cheeky play. Try to go off bad. I didn't know if the minions could see, so I walked a bit back. And we're just trying to sneak on in with a big-ass wave here. But I think they knew, because like it's like I walked backwards, but get some free poke down, looking good. I'm going to try and just... I want EXP right now. I'm really hesitant. It's like I need to help J4 the dragon, but like I don't want to fall too behind in EXP. But I gotta screw it. F it. We'll just go help him with the dragon. So let's fast forward a bit, because 2x here. We're just doing dragon. Alrighty. And now I'm staying with my jungler. Again, Swain is the kind of champion that can like 1v2 lane very well. It's very hard for me to punish an Ezreal and a Zilean. So I walk with my jungler, we hover mid, and boom, look what happens, right? Honestly, you'll notice a lot of times, I mean, it's hard for you to do this in your lower elos because your ADC might rage quit, but like, I don't know. I think that in this elo at least, it's just like, it's very hard to punish an Ezreal Zilean. And Swain can 1v2. So I'm sitting over here and I'm like, my ADC wants us to fight bot, but I'm kind of pinging the red. It's like, the red's a guaranteed play. Get rid of Nidalee. If the tri-bush is warded, we walk down there, they disengage, and we might end up getting nothing. So I think this was the right play, to be honest. So I help my jungler get red, stay secure. I'm helping him because if Nidalee comes, I want 2 people here rather than 1. And it turns out it wasn't warded. So let's watch this fight. Let's see if I could have done anything better. I get the Ezreal's E. This is just tragic. So my jungler just overcommits and goes in. Look at the minion wave. It's way too big. My ADC's low. I didn't hit the root because he E'd. And Ezreal just tragically, like, this is a huge throw. The game gets really hard from this point, but I don't think there's much I can do. Wasn't really much my fault, but I'm going to speed it up because there's not much of me here. But this is pretty nice. Gragas comes in here and just saves our ADC. And they end up salvaging it. I'm heading straight back bot because, like, if this fight lingers, I want to come clean stuff up. I'm going to turn into a minion here and sneak on in. So far until this point, other than missing that root top, I think I played a pretty clean game. I don't think there's much for me to improve on. I didn't expect... I mean, let's take a look again. Maybe this is something that I could have improved on. I'm, like, walking in here. I mean, do I really expect 2 people are recalling? Do I really expect my Jarvan to just walk in? Like, I'm thinking going through the lane, probably can't kill Ezreal, but maybe can get a good chunk. I don't think it's reasonable for me to expect J4 would just actually just walk into the enemy like this. Like, J4 was really inting, like, really hard. So, like, I just wanted to get this kind of a chunk on their ADC for free. J4 kind of just inted 2 plays back to back, but, you know, it happens, bro. It happens. We can't get tilted. If you get tilted, you lose games, right? So right now I'm like, what did you do? Like, Gragas isn't there. I'm just like, I need EXP. I don't really want to leave my lane right now. I find a nice little chunk. Kind of take a cannon, but my Swain uses W here to pick up the rest. And we're just chilling in the bush. I'm trying to wait till the minion wave goes back and maybe sneak into the next bush. I think that'd be a good idea. Yeah. I should probably right now be pinging question mark. Okay, I found Ezreal's. I should be pinging question marks up the river because Zilean just came back from base, I think full HP. And he might be roaming mid. Like, he could literally get behind my mid laner, right? He's here, but he could have, like, gone around behind and pop up behind. So as you see my videos, Rift Herald fights, I'm rotating up to Rift Herald right now. So let's fast forward. Rift Herald's up. I'm going up to Rift Herald. And I don't know what happened with J4 again. He really inted the early game this game because he's dead. Like, if he played this slow at all, it's just like we have numbers. I'm here way before Zilean. Swain is coming up too. Like, we have numbers if J4 is not inting, but he is. Sorry if this game's not giving you guys as much learning as the last video. Like I said, I think the learning is going to come in the middle of the video, like the later stages. I think up until this point, it seems pretty standard for what I'm doing. I'm pretending to be Jace, but I should be pretending to be J4 right now. It's more believable that I'm a J4 when Jace is showing top than it's believable that I'm a Jace, right? So, alright, we're walking up. Okay, this time I turn into J4. And we hide in this bush. And I don't even think we kill this girl, honestly. Honestly, when Jillian showed, we probably should have just left. This game is going quite tragic right now. This J4 is just throw after throw after throw, bro. Like, even there on the Nidalee, he could have, like, auto-attacked, walked through her through the root and EQ'd backwards, so he's not in, like, a bad position, because I already rooted her. It's hard, though. Easy to critique other people. We'll critique ourselves instead. So I'm building Rocket Belt this game because the enemy team is very squishy, with not lots of front line, and we kind of just need to find picks and engages, right? So Rocket Belt's the best tool for that. To be honest, if I were to replay this game, I don't... Maybe in the review we'll find more I could do, but I wasn't really able to find that many engages. Maybe even Shroud would have been better just because Magic Resist versus Nidalee Spears and Silas could be nice too, but at the same time, man, it's like, it's a Vayne top, right? Like, they have, like, in a Nidalee, they have no front line whatsoever, right? So I think Silas knows I'm here, so he's giving a little thing. I'm gonna stick around him. I saw that my mid laner's up a level anyways, and it's like, I want to get my level 6, so... We're doing a dragon now. This dragon stack is very good. We're getting 2 stacked dragons already, so again, me always having prio bot, because I play Neeko aggressively and usually get prio. I mean, I haven't really been bot this game. Swain's just 1v2ing. Swain honored me at the end of the game. After watching this VOD, it's like, this guy likes playing 1v2 apparently because he honored me for this game. We're looking for something bot. I think my J4 should not come. I think this is a bit of a waste of time for J4, but realistically, Ez should never walk up here. So, like, realistically, this... Okay, it ends up... I don't remember how it finishes up, but... Yeah, and there's Nidalee, so it ends up baiting me anyways, right? Like I said, Ezreal should never walk up here, right? Like, we just took Dragon. He knows me and J4 are in the river. He doesn't have vision of the river. So there's no reason he should ever walk up. So, like, I guess it's obvious their jungle's there. But even if their jungle wasn't there, Ezreal never should walk up. So my J4 should already be pathing to take his other camps and be doing something proactive, rather than ganking a lane that should never even be overextended. And I should be more intuitive. Like, why is Ezreal just walking up and inting, right? So... Quite the unfortunate, man. Let's fast forward. What do we do? I'm walking straight bot because there's 3 people pushing bot with Rift Herald. To be honest, I don't think they can really take this here. I think this could have been a good opportunity to sneak into the mid wave, go top. Since we know Nidalee's bot, we know it's going to be a 2v1. There's no chance that the enemy jungler comes. Second of all, I'm going to be hitting level 6 very soon. So literally I can go top, gank, and if we like blow her flash or anything, we can then tower dive her with my ultimate, and worst case scenario, trade kill for kill, deny her a bunch of farm, and Jace can get a thing. Going bot right now is kind of hard because it's not very likely that they're going to dive bot. I mean, like, Swain has ulti and J4 is like full HP, so I think this was actually an opportunity to sneak top while we know the jungler's bot. But I literally just played this game. I don't even remember what happens here, but I feel like it's pretty unlikely. Silas is rotating down. Okay, well, it ended up being good. But honestly, I think this is more, if I was in a higher elo challenger game, I don't know if they would have gone for this. Alright, they don't notice me as a minion. This was so tragic. I could have EQ'd her or ignited her. I just assumed she was dead and I held it all for the Silas. I mean, I think the EQ for Silas was fine, but man, if I had just ignited her. And then here I miss a free Q. Oh, tragic. It's fine though. We take those. Let's fast forward. Because this is a 40-minute game. We want to not waste time on these parts because not much is happening. We're just shoving the wave. Recalling because Zillion's here and I don't want to overextend. Clearing wards, and we're heading up towards top side because our jungler is up top and because our ADC is back. There's no point being bot. Clear out a ward here. I mean, Scuttlecrab's spawning top side, so we could head towards that to like fight Nidalee J4. Nidalee was just bot side. She's going to respawn, go to her top side jungle, so we could actually play for that as an actual possibility. Right, Nidalee's up there. Yikes. Maybe I should be, honestly... maybe I need to be pinging that. Like, in the VOD review, obviously it's hindsight, but in the VOD review, I don't have vision of the enemy, right? Just from basic logic, like, Nidalee just was bot side. She probably did her bot side camps. She just dove top. I should be spam pinging question marks and Bs in the top side jungle there, right? And just put in my Jace's head, like, okay, yeah, Nidalee's on the top side. Maybe he would have lived. So that's definitely something I can do. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious I'm here, right? There's 4 minions. I think they can sometimes get surprised as soon as a wave enters, but like, I think he knows I'm here. Swain's like trying to wait for a bait or something too, but I mean, surprisingly he gets hit, but yeah, I don't know. We're just wasting time right now, not getting anything accomplished. We see Nidalee mid. I'm gonna just get rid of this control ward. And I should head towards mid because they're fighting. What am I doing? Dude, look at mid. If anything, after I killed the control ward here, I should have... We see Nid here, right? There's no chance of me getting caught. I should probably be just walking through this way. I can even potentially catch Zillion walking in here. I pretend to be a 1 HP Gragas because Gragas is recalling and like maybe I can get something. I mean, TBH, I could also just walk straight top there, right? Instead of showing mid as a 1 HP Gragas, I could just skip straight to top here, right? Make a play with the Jace. Oh man, it would have been too late anyways though. This poor Jace, bro. I don't fully blame him. I wonder if I didn't miss that first route earlier, how this game would be going. So Silas thinks he can jump on me, but bro, who do you think you are? You're not him, bro. You're just not. You are not him. So, what am I doing right now? I'm walking towards mid. I mean, Dragon's spawning, so we definitely want to be walking towards either mid or bot. Their mid laner is already dead. So, like, it's very unlikely anything's going to happen mid. I think maybe I'd push bot, get control of the bot side of the river, and we can control Dragon through there, probably. Might have been better. Like, going through mid, it's like I said, Silas is already dead. You can see my team's already hovering towards the bot right now. It's like I'm probably just walking to the wrong place right now. I mean, this isn't terrible pathing, but yeah, look at where Nidalee is, right? Like, I'm kind of just not... I could have been right now pretending to be in the middle, the minion wave bot, but instead I'm like over here. Dragon fight coming up. I think my J4 just gets caught. No, my Jace gets caught. Maybe I should have dropped some wards around there when I was down there. I'm like hiding in this flank, like maybe my team can like potentially fight. Like I have Rocket Belt and Flash. I'm like thinking maybe something, but it's probably best not to flip the game in a 4v5. But at the same time, I was down, bro. I'm spiked. I'm super strong right now. I basically one-shot someone. I tried to make a pick, but hard to really make a pick there, even with Zillion there too. Why did Jace TP bot? Jace TP'd and then he's like not even helping the fight. Oh my lord. I mean, let's take a look at that real quick, just because I think if I go from being full health like this to 1 HP, I'm maybe doing something not good here. So we have to assume that I'm standing on a ward right now, that they have vision of the pit. When they were doing the dragon, they probably dropped a ward. And there's a Nidalee on the other side of the wall, right? I'm walking beside a blind wall right now. It's because I'm trying right now, like, I wanted to get a ward of the wall, and I'm thinking I can find still, like, oh, I don't even have ulti yet. Like, yeah, I'm just griefing. Yeah, I'm like, it's just, I'm just walking into an, like, I'm walking on vision to where Nidalee is on the other side of the wall, so, yeah, I'm just griefing. Trying to heal up. Maybe I should give one of these to J4. I was thinking about it in the thing too. It's like I'm pretty low. Now I'm thinking let's just maybe hover bot. Maybe someone shows, but it looks like they're pushing mid, so I'm recalling. Oh, let's fast forward. This is what I'm saying, where it's like in the mid game, I'm not like it's gonna be getting around soon where we're gonna have to really start putting on our thinking cap. Because up until this point, I think I've been playing pretty well. But it's like, how can I like snowball this game, right? Like, where do I find angles to find engages? It's like, was there anywhere I could have like maybe found a flank, done something? Right, like my Gragas is finding picks. Can I find picks, you know? So I'm trying to get control around this area because Rift Herald is up, which is the only objective up on the map. Dragon is not even close to being back up yet. So I'm just trying to control this area. And I wish I looked down at what's happening bot, right? Like I'm just looking at my mini map and seeing them fighting, but I'm not actually taking a look at what the HP is like down there. What's the status of the Silas? See here, this is what I'm saying, where it's like maybe I can be finding angles. Like maybe like Silas is recalling. We see 4 here. Worst case scenario, I'm face checking Ezreal in here, right? I can't be face checking anyone and then Ezreal. Like maybe here I can find a flank angle if I go down. Right, like instead of auto-attacking this ward, by this point now, I could have already been like right here by the blue buff, right? I could have, if I was walking straight there when I was here, I could have been by the blue buff here, pinging my team to go. And I find one big flash ulti, Baron spawns, we take Baron and we end the game, right? This is why I said I wanted to VOD review this game, and most of the VOD review will be coming later in the game. And as you can see, the beginning half of the game I think was pretty standard. There wasn't much to talk about. This is what I'm talking about, where I really need to start seeing these plays when I'm in the game rather than now, right? Because that could have been like a missed opportunity literally for game over, we win the game, had I had seen that. play in the moment. So I'm turning into a minion just hiding. Maybe we'll find something, but no. What do we do right now? What do? I have no wards up. I think I need to just start recalling. I think I'm just wasting time that I could be spending recalling getting on the map. Like, I mean, I'm walking here hoping that they overextend top, but let's be honest, unless they're big new. See, like if I'd already started my recall, I could have already been halfway back, and now I have to cancel because I'm worried that they're rushing Baron, which they actually are. So I guess it may be a good thing that I didn't go. So I use my W to check. I see all 5 of them, so I know I'm not in a position where I can get like hit. You know, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but I wonder if it's ever good to just blow my flash to get on this side of the wall and then like find like a non-flash Neeko alt flank. I don't think in this scenario is good because we don't even have numbers to 5v5. But I'm just saying. So we take a look and I see the Baron's really low and I see J4 go over the wall and I'm like, you know what? We're burger flipping the game right now. Like, see, if we had lost the game because of us dying here and them getting Baron, I wonder if I VOD reviewed it if I would have saw, right? Because literally, if I did that flank before, we could have killed them and already got this. But anyways, I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to try and stall them. Hopefully, my team can just finish off the Baron here and get the smite, right? So I'm like, okay, let me just hit off the back line. And nothing dies. And luckily, we get the smite. So that was just a big coin flip that we just ended up winning. And Swain goes for it really hard here, I think. Just like, oh yes, baby. I remember when I was watching this, I was like, finally, that J4 inted so much early game. Finally, he's useful for us. Thank God. He was feeling himself all game from that one. Trust me. By the end of the game, he didn't get any honors. Like, are you kidding me? No honors? I'm like, bro. You're the only reason this game was hard. Let's be real. I didn't type that to him, but I was in my head. I was like, bro, come on, bro. You think you're going to get honors because you won a 50-50 smite? Like, come on, bro. Oh yeah, everyone's feeling themselves. Talk like he's feeling them. Like, just a 4-man eco and all, but no one pinged me. No big deal, because everyone's pinging everyone. No one pinged me, and I was like, come on. Where's my ping, bro? I did work too. So we're going down here. We're just going to try and cut off the Silas. I wish my team kept going. Like, I'm down to keep going, but my team just, like, turned around, right? Like, we could have caught Nidalee right here. I mean, I should start spam pinging going in, I guess, right? And that would have fixed that problem. We're getting poked out right now before dragon spawns. I think this dragon spawn, I remember if this is the dragon I was thinking of, there's something to learn from this dragon that we misplayed. I'm focusing too much right now on trying to control this bottom side. And I think the big mistake here is look what I'm doing, right? I'm trying to get vision control and stuff. But what's really important for this dragon is mid lane. Having mid lane push. Because see how they're getting pushed mid and we're losing control? Which means now they get to walk in and completely bully us out. So these wards I put over the wall are completely useless. Right? The wards over the wall from Dragon are, if we have control and they're on that side of the wall, it helps. But if they're coming from mid down river, they shove us out. Now the only wards I place on their side of the wall aren't even giving us vision of where they are because they're in the pit. And then we're also going to get stuck in this area here with Nidalee spears poking in, Ezreal Qs poking in, right? And it's like really hard where compared to if we get mid shove and we enter through here, it's harder for Nidalee. Like, look how thick the river is. Like, people can come in through here and through here. We can cover up a big space and like force them out. But when our whole team is going to be in this choke, it's just we get poked out and it's too hard, man. It's just too hard. I don't have flash, right? So I think the mistake here is that I was trying to control the bottom side of the map, but versus a poke comp, controlling the bottom side of the map is fine if it wasn't a poke comp. But versus a poke comp, I think it's really bad, right? I'm like, oh, I'll sneak down here and maybe I'll find like an angle later. But again, we just lost control of mid, and I'm not mid while they're killing mid, right? So I think I'm just playing the game fundamentally wrong right now. Swain's kind of tilted, ZZZ, and I'm just like, well, this isn't even the pot that I was talking about with the poking out, so it's going to happen later. So twice this game I make the same mistake of not controlling mid, that means. Because the next dragon's the same thing, and my J4 steals another objective. This is why I said he was feeling himself then, like, why'd I get no honors? Because he's like stealing freaking Baron, stealing Dragon. Like, yeah, bro, you're winning some 50-50 smites, man, but that doesn't make you a good player. You ain't get my honor. I gave my honor to this Gragas because this Gragas was going hard. Yeah, I just go standard, go top as a minion. Vayne is going to be like, what? How did I not see you? She means like, how did my Static Shiv not reveal you? And the reason why Static Shiv didn't reveal me is because it didn't do enough damage to one-shot the minion. If it kills the minion, it reveals me, right? So, anyways, we place a ward there. I'm just getting some shallow vision and then recall maybe? Or maybe I should be hovering Jace. Yeah, which is what it looks like I'm doing now, right? I don't know why they hit. There's a specific reason I don't hit that vision. As soon as you hit the vision cone, the enemy knows, they'll see on the map vision cone was hit and they know we're there. I'm sweeping, I'm like, they don't know I'm here. And then J4 just super kindly just used the vision cone. So it's like, well, now they all know we're in the jungle. And for some reason, Vayne walks up, so thank God she's like an idiot. But don't hit the vision cone. If your teammate doesn't hit it and walks past it, you're just giving them away. And I eat a Nidalee Spear, which is very bad because this push kind of gets negated because I don't have the HP to really do it anymore. Right? It's like really hard to do this push when I have no flash and no thing. I mean, I think I could have told my team to play safe, ping my flash and say, wait, next wave, don't get poked. If we don't get poked out here and we're not playing so aggressive and we're all full HP, if I can sneak into this next minion wave and hit a big flash ulti, because Vayne's still not alive, right? So I think maybe if I here tell my team to play passive, don't get poked out, and then this minion wave hitting bot right now, if I'm like sneaking in as a minion with my flash ulti up right now, maybe this is where we could find like a big win and then end the game. So again, trying to find stuff I could have done mid-game. And I think that's another play I could have potentially done. I could have spam pinged my flash, said no one get poked, next minion wave we fight, and then maybe we could have won a game there, right? So we have to force otherwise get poked out is what J4 is saying. It's like, yeah, I don't have flash, bro. Like, I should have told my team next wave I have flash. Damn, that was definitely an area. I decided this game, instead of getting Zhonya's, to get Banshees because Nidalee Spears chunk out half my HP. And they have a lot of AP with the Nidalee and the Sylas and Ezreal ults. But honestly, when I was in this game, I was wishing half the time I had a Zhonya's. Like, maybe I can find something. So here, I see Vayne bot. We have numbers. I think the problem is I'm not pinging that I'm going in until it's too late. I think I start pinging like, right? I'm pinging now, but it's like Gragas is already eat over the wall. Jace is already half recalled. If I had started pinging like way back here, right? So it's like I'm finding a good idea. It's like if I was pinging in the wave, like pinging myself like, hey, look at me, and then pinging going in, my team wouldn't, like Jace wouldn't be recalling, everyone would be ready because this is such a good time to fight, right? It's like Vayne is bot. She has no TP because she didn't take TP. I have flash ulti up. Baron is going to be spawning soon. I just needed to ping my team better. That's two bot and here. I need to just get better at pinging in advance. Because it's like, this is such a, like, watch the ulti I get here. Imagine if my team was ready for this. I shouldn't have gone in still, but it's like, bro, like, look how good this is, right? Like, imagine, dude, if Jason freaking Gragas were there. Maybe Vayne does have TP. Like, how'd you get there so quick? It's like we still end up going in this fight 3 for 3. And it's like, we did that in a fight that, like, no one was even ready for it because they were leaving. I mean, yes, they should be paying attention and see that what I'm doing and maybe think about it, but still, it's like, I need to get better at pinging my thoughts to my team. So as soon as I spawn, I'm probably going to walk towards Baron because we need to get vision control around Baron. Also, Dragon spawns in 123, so we don't want to get too much. It's like we want to get one ward on Baron or something. Okay, it's like I'm pinging Baron, let's do Baron, and then they tower dive. It's like, no, guys. We could have done Baron there. Maybe we couldn't have done Baron, but still, I'm like, maybe I can find something, but nah, there's nothing to be found. So let's just drop a ward. And do I go get a ward on Baron? I do, thank God. Place a ward. Here, a good tip when they... So Ezreal's trying to clear my ward, so I attack Baron, which makes it start attacking him so that he starts losing. Look at how much HP. He just lost literally almost half his HP right there. I'm just like, bro, I ping B. I'm like, let's just go Baron. I mean, Dragon, like, we can't stop this. Like, I could go for a heroic ulti like I did last time, but we don't even have smite for the steal. Let's just set up for this Dragon, because this is Dragon Soul. So we go down towards Dragon. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about, where it's the big mistake that I was talking about. I need to be shoving mid right now with my team. Especially that Baron push too. It's like I'm trying to get this angle because in my head I'm thinking I need to get flank ultis, right? Which is even when I started this VOD review, you guys, I said maybe mid-game I need to be finding better ways to find flanks. But no, I did a pretty good job of finding flanks. The problem is this game we don't need me to be finding flanks. I can literally just, especially when I have, flanks are really good if I don't have flash. But while I have flash, I can literally just walk at them and engage in their face. It's really bad that I don't, like, right? Like now our team's separated, half our team's on top, half our team's down bottom. And it's like I'm stuck in this choke with Nidalee Spears coming. It's like I can't really like do anything. It's like eventually a Nidalee Spears is going to hit me. Like there's zillion bombs, Ezreal Qs, Nidalee Spears. It's like we need to be shoving mid, man. We can't enter the fight this way. It's just like, look at, I just lost half my health trying. I'm like, Now I just lost another bit. It's just like, this is so terrible. Really need to get better at not realizing that I need to push through mid when I'm versus a poke comp like this. It's like, look how hard this is. It's almost impossible. Honestly, I think cut back to like here when I got the first chunked out, like, right, like this. Right now, I'm basically useless for my team right here. I can't find anything. I think I need to just go out and around to where Gragas is and put up my sweeper, walk over these wards, and just like, even if I can't go and apply pressure, right? Because if we're all entering through one choke, it's hard. If I can at least avert some of their pressure to over here, and then if they like an opening opens, I can find like a big flank ulti from the side. So here I think I need to actually find a better, because like I'm literally one hit away from death. And like, I don't fully remember what happens here, but like I'm pretty sure I just die for free, like walking, like it's just like, this is too hard, man. Like if I'm up here right now, like look how they're positioning up here. If I'm up here, at least they have to position a bit more back, which then opens up for my team. I'm like, I think I just go, screw it, I was like, screw it, let's look for a flash ulti right now, and then just instantly die. But boom, J4 gets another smite. Again, this guy really was mad that no one honored him at the end of the game. But if you remember how hard he entered the early game, it's like, I'm glad, dude, you were winning the 50-50 smites, but I ain't honoring you for that. I ain't honoring you. I'm honoring my Gragas, because this guy goes hard. I'm just kidding. J4 deserves an honor too, but you can only honor one person. Like, my Swain also goes hard this game and like was 1v2ing bot all game. At the end of the game, I was like, said sorry to him. I was like, sorry for no honor, Swain, but Gragas, he gets my honor. Alright, so okay, so I need to get vision control down right now as safely as I can. So a big thing about support, place your wards, recall, and get more wards, right? My team needs to be able to push out, so we need a shallow vision line, so you can see actually that's exactly what I'm doing. I think I actually kind of int here just a bit. Right, so that ward was fine. I used my W in front of me to block an Italy spear. Here is where it's like, when I was doing this, I was thinking it's a bit sketchy. Maybe I should use my sweeper when I'm walking there, because if they have any vision over that wall, I'm just dead. And I see Vayne overextended, I'm thinking, okay, maybe instead of recalling, we can find Vayne. So I pop my sweeper to make sure I'm not on a ward. And I see a ward down there, and I'm like, there's no angle. I need to recall, get more wards for myself. Peace out, bro. Maybe I could have killed that ward, but I don't know where the enemy team is. I didn't really want to see Nidalee right down there. I didn't really want to go into a bad position. So there's no objective spawning, so there's nowhere I need to be. Gragas is recalling top. We just saw a Zillion bot. It's hard. Like anyone could be anywhere in that bot side jungle right now, right? It's hard, but I think I need to get control of that bot side jungle vision and head towards my Jace. He's the one who's like at most risk of dying, right? Which is actually exactly what I do, Pog. So I'm finding a little pocket here. I'm like hiding in a flank. Now I'm in a position where if anyone shows overextended mid or bot, I'm in a position where I can pivot and look for a play on either. Because I know I'm not on vision because I swept. So I'm just chilling. And lo and behold, overextension shown. Jace got caught. Unfortunate, but I have to just hard engage because they're going to walk it out if I don't. I mean, we don't have to go for the Vayne. Maybe I just chill. We just engage on the Silas when he comes through. Because the problem is here is I get them. I end up dying for it too, right? Maybe I could have just opened on Silas when he comes in. But, I mean, we get them. It ends up being a 2 for 2. But if I go on Silas, it's probably just a 1 for nothing. Or, I mean, like, Jace died 1 for 1. I'm still alive. I'm able to recall for a base. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I think both are okay plays, to be honest. Okay, now they're literally just getting sandwiched. Only 8 minutes left in this game. I'm just fast forwarding because I'm not alive, so I wait for my Banshees. This Banshees ends up being so sad. It just always gets poked off by Ezreal ults, and since I have like the dragon, this is why I'm saying like this game I wish I had Zonya's, because it's just gonna constantly get poked off by Ezreal ults. And because we even have the Dragon Soul right now, that's like the shield. It's like I think the enemy can see that like she walks up and he ulties me too. Like there's multiple. I don't know what's revealing it. I don't know if I need to go into practice too. I don't know if it's my Banshees as a minion that's revealing me, or if it's my if it's the dragon soul. I need to see what it's like from the enemy, because from this point on, since I got my banshees and the dragon soul, they always know when I'm a minion, like instantly. So it's one of those two things. So we're here. I don't know why he keeps pinging me needs vision. It's like the ward I have in the middle of lane is literally the same. Like, stop pinging need vision, bro. It's right there. I just placed the ward there. I don't want to replace another ward in the same spot. So we're walking out. We're in our flank angle. Boom. Bada bing. I missed my root on the Nidalee. Bada bing. Bam. Boom. And now we can Baron on spawn. Let's Baron team. I leave this for my Swain and the dude's not even paying attention. I was actually so salty about this in my head. I was like, dude, what the hell, man? What the hell, dude? You're griefing me. I think we just take fast forward. I think we're just doing Baron here. And Dragon Ocean, this is the soul spawning, right? So I get myself a stopwatch. I was thinking at this time, like, do I go Void Staff next because they're building MR on Ezreal and Vayne and I want a one-shot potentially if I hit an ult, but then I remembered, nah, I don't need to one-shot, I just need to not die. Engage and not die, I don't need the damage. So this is when I finally shove mid. See why I would type shove mid? This is when I figured out on that last Dragon, I figured out, I was like, bro, the reason we're losing these fights is because we're not getting control of mid. So I'm like, let's shove mid. Right, I'm coming from the mid. Look, now I'm not gonna get poked out by Nidalee spears. And I find a free pick on Ezreal before the, I mean, maybe I need to have more confidence and just throw my root, but Ezreal can E my root. I think it was fine to ulti it because it's a guaranteed pick before the soul spawns. And then I stopwatch. My team here is like, stay away, bro. And I'm like, nah, I want to die. But God bless the freaking Mountain Soul. But I did blow my flash for that, so. We're recalling him like, J4, no. We don't need you, bro. 2 of us is enough. I mean, to be honest, I didn't need to recall either. Only Swain had to. Honestly, I needed to hover my map because I didn't know Vayne was so low. If Vayne's full HP, like, yeah, we should probably go and help just in case. Because Swain has no ulti and he can just miss his spells. But like, Vayne at like that low HP, definitely did not need to recall. But I mean, recalling doesn't really make that much of a difference either. Alrighty, so we get the Infernal Soul. And now we are marching it down mid with our Infernal Soul. He's like, 5v5 win no matter what. This is why I'm saying it's honestly really bad that I wasted my flash on the silence. I mean, it was good that I flashed because I needed to stay alive there, but like if I just didn't ego and stayed away, like if I have flash right now, we can just end the game, right? If I hit a flash ulti while we have freaking Elder, if I had a flash ulti right now, we just win the game. But unfortunately, by the time my flash is up, we'll have Elder gone. So not respecting, not prioritizing there correctly. I did not need to stay in range of Silas there when he was coming out of the Zhonya's, or the thingy. Oh, so close to getting the proc, but I mean, he would have got zillion ults anyways. Our team's not paying attention at all. Look at our Swain and Gragas. Neither of them, like, only one of them has to go to push. There's no reason why both of them went to push. It should have been me, J4, and one of the other 2 with us there. Trying to be a minion, but again, like I said, I think they just know. I think something's revealing me at this point. I place a ward here for the Baron spawn, which isn't that close, but I think it's like 2 minutes away, and wards last 3 minutes, so it'll still be up when it spawns. We are looking for a pick bot. It's hard to know fully, but like, I mean, mid's got a super wave, so it's gonna shove itself out. I think it's okay. Like, if the enemy team just pushed mid, we would just lost inhib, right? So, and we didn't find a pick, so we just recall again. I don't think there's much I can do in this position right now. Again, like I said, it's like my Banshee just keeps getting popped by Ezreal ult. The Nidalee has a Void Staff, so the MR is almost negated against her too. It's like, probably should just rush Zhonya's first item. See, like, dude, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I think something's revealing me, bro. Like, look. Like, how does he know? He literally ulties me. He Silas ults me. Maybe Silas can tell. Wait, yeah, look at the circle around me. They totally see that. That's how they know. But also, I didn't know Silas could ulti me in minion form, so Silas might be able to just tell by spamming R. If Silas spams R on the minion wave, might just know. But even though they know, I still walk up and find a big ulti. This is pretty huge. I don't really live, but I think this was a good ulti to look for. I mean, I don't remember if we win or lose the fight, but like, it's hard to think that that's a bad angle to look for. I think it just ends up being 1-for-1. I think it was a good look though. There's a good chance we could have just won the game right there. And I don't think it's very likely that we lose that fight, just based on the fact that I get a big ulti on everyone and we just basically one-shot everyone on right away. Okay, so now we're going to Baron. We're looking for a pick. Oh yeah, this is why I honored Gragas. Let's watch this in regular speed. This Gragas is just, like, watch how much work this guy does. Boom, hits the big-ass freaking poke. Alright, we get that. Now J4 is, like, in a bad position. Boom, hits more. Now watch this. Boom! Like, how can I not honor this Gragas after that? Like, I'm sorry, J4. You hit some dirty smites, but, like, come on, bro. Coin flipping smites versus that kind of gameplay? Like, dude, this guy's freaking, like, that literally just wins the game, no? Like, we don't get Baron unless that guy pops off like that. Like, we killed their jungler because of him. Salvaged a losing fight. Dude, I got so lucky here. I don't know how I didn't see Vayne on my minimap. I didn't even realize. When Vayne walks here, I was like, wait, how's Vayne there? But she actually showed on the minimap, so I'm just blind, I guess. And the game's coming to an end soon. I get my Zanyas. This next fight will be the final fight. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the video. Again, let me know in the comments if you prefer this style where I'm showing it from my point of view, or if you like it better from the replay point of view. Check out my streams. I stream weekdays from 2 to 8 p.m. EST. Would love to meet you guys. So I'm just trying to control this area in front of the choke. I can't really, I'm like thinking, do I go in for a flash ulti? I'm like shaking. I'm like, do we win the game if we win a fight here? I'm like thinking like, no, like we have control of the pit. Let's just hold control. But it's like at the same time, it's a poke comp. We need to find an angle. So I'm like, just like, bro, like I need to find an angle. And boom, it's game over. Boom, big flash ulti. Zanya's. Yeah, honestly, I was hoping in this VOD review I could find more stuff I could have done better to find plays. I feel like in the last 10 to 15 minutes, it was just getting carried by what my team was doing. Even VOD reviewing, I couldn't figure out plays. There was like 3 plays early game that could have changed the game, right? Me pinging my timer's bot lane, right? Me pinging my timer's bot lane, getting control mid for the dragon, pinging that I was going to fight, wanted to fight here, and earlier finding a flank. Those are like some plays that I could have done that could have ended this game quicker and won. I feel like the last 15 minutes, maybe you guys saw something that I missed, but in the last 15 minutes, I feel like it was hard to really find anything to do proactive. Neeko in general is very bad versus poke champions, so it's like Zillion ult makes it so I can't really find one-shots very easily. Silas is always stealing my ult and like ulting me back. Frickin' Vayne can condemn my ult. Nidalee Spears like chunk. Ezreal can E my ults. Honestly, re-looking at it, it's not very easy for me to find plays, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.